Discover the chilling tale of Pontianak, the spirit of a woman lost to sorrow as she seeks redemption and reunites with her children. Can one brave soul uncover the truth hidden in the darkness? In the quiet town of Pontianak, whispers of a ghostly figure drift through the night air. They say she was once a young mother, lost in the throes of childbirth. Now she roams the streets, her long hair trailing like shadows, seeking vengeance against those who wronged her. As the clock strikes midnight, her soft, eerie laughter echoes through the alleys, chilling the bones of anyone unfortunate enough to hear it. One fateful night, a group of friends dared each other to explore the cemetery where she was buried. Armed with only their flashlights, they ventured into the dark, overgrown paths, their hearts racing with a mix of fear and excitement. Suddenly, the laughter rang out, cutting through the stillness. Panic set in as they felt an unnatural chill enveloping them, their breath visible in the cool night air. Just as they were about to turn back, they spotted a figure standing near an old, crumbling tombstone. It was the Pontianak. Her eyes glowed with a menacing light, and her laughter turned to a piercing wail. In that moment, they realized the true terror of the legend. It wasn't just a story to scare children. It was a warning. One by one, the friends found themselves frozen in place, unable to escape the clutches of the vengeful spirit. The last thing they heard was her chilling laughter as the darkness swallowed them whole, leaving the town to whisper about their fate for generations to come. As the town awoke the next morning, the absence of the group was palpable. Families gathered, and concern rippled through the streets. Their laughter and spirited antics had always brought life to the quiet town, and now only whispers remained. Rumors spread like wildfire, igniting fears and suspicions. The legend of the Pontianak resurfaced, its ominous grip tightening around the hearts of the townsfolk. Days turned into weeks, yet no one dared to venture near the cemetery. But curiosity gnawed at a brave soul named Rena. She had always been fascinated by the stories, drawn to the thrill of the unknown. With her trusty flashlight in hand, she made her way to the cemetery under the cover of darkness, determined to uncover the truth about the haunting laughter and the fate of her friends. As she stepped through the iron gates, an unsettling silence enveloped her. The wind whispered secrets through the trees, and shadows danced ominously around her. She could almost hear the laughter that had ensnared her friends, a melodic yet chilling sound echoing in her ears. Fear gripped her heart, but her resolve pushed her forward. Rena reached the crumbling tombstone where the figure had last been seen. Kneeling beside it, she traced her fingers over the weathered inscription, revealing the name of the woman who had met such a tragic end. Suddenly, the laughter erupted around her, sending shivers down her spine. She turned, her flashlight beam slicing through the darkness. To her horror, the Pontianak stood before her, ethereal and sorrowful. Her long hair flowed like mist, and her eyes glimmered with anguish. Rena could feel the weight of the spirit's pain and despair. Instead of fleeing, she felt compelled to listen. "Help me," the Pontianak whispered, her voice a haunting melody. "I seek peace, not vengeance. My children were taken from me, and I am bound to this earth until I find them." Rena's heart raced. She understood then that the Pontianak was not merely a monster, but a mother mourning the loss of her children. Determined to help, Rena asked, "How can I free you?" The Pontianak's sorrowful gaze softened, her ethereal form flickering like candlelight. "You must uncover the truth of my death," she said, her voice filled with a mixture of hope and despair. "Only then can I find my children and finally be at peace." Rena nodded, her resolve solidifying. "I will help you. But how do I begin?" The spirit pointed towards the heart of the cemetery, where the oldest trees stood twisted and gnarled, as if they bore witness to the tragedies that had unfolded there. Beneath the oldest tree lies the secret. "You must dig and uncover what has been hidden," she urged. With renewed determination, Rena ventured deeper into the cemetery, guided by the soft glow of her flashlight and the spirit's whispers. As she approached the ancient tree, a sense of foreboding washed over her. The air felt thick with unspoken words, and a chill crept up her spine. Rena knelt at the base of the tree, her heart pounding as she began to dig with her hands. The soil was cold and unyielding, but she persevered, driven by the hope of freeing the Pontianak from her torment. After what felt like hours, her fingers brushed against something hard, a small, ornate box, intricately carved and covered in moss. With trembling hands, she pulled it from the earth and opened it. Inside, she found a collection of withered trinkets, a tiny doll, a locket, and a silver bracelet. Each item was infused with memories, holding the echoes of a family once united in love. "Those were my children's," the Pontianak breathed, her voice a mere whisper as she hovered beside Rena. Tears streamed down her translucent cheeks. "You have found them. Now I can rest." Rena felt a rush of emotions, sadness for the lost souls, and relief for the Pontianak. She placed the trinkets back in the box and turned to face the spirit. "What must I do now?" "Bury these treasures where my heart lies," the Pontianak instructed, gesturing towards her tombstone. "In doing so, you will reunite us and allow my spirit to find peace."